My kids are bowling right now and I'm just sitting in the car waiting for them. So let's talk about 2 ways that I've used potatoes as a herbal medicine while we wait. If you don't know me already, my name's Hillary. I'm an herbalist, a wife, and a homeschool mom to 4 crazy boys. My family and I, we've been traveling full time for the last 4 years through Canada, United States, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica. It's been a blast. And yeah, I got some good stories. So let's get on with it. Potatoes aren't something that I've always used in my herbal medicine repertoire, but once I learned that they were drawing and cooling, I started testing it out. Lucky for me, I always have lots of test subjects around. I use potatoes for burns. My little kids really like to help out in the kitchen, and sometimes that means getting burnt or cutting your finger or what have you. And there's not much you can do about it. One day, one of my kids was stirring spaghetti sauce, and the pot tipped and it splashed sauce all over his stomach. I mean, when I say there's not much you could do about it, technically he could have been wearing a shirt, but he wasn't. It was hot sauce, so it really burnt his stomach. He was in a lot of pain, and I remembered that potatoes are cooling. It's best to know a ton of different plants, and then that way when you're somewhere in Central America or when you don't have the one that you go to, you have another one to go to. I got a potato because I had a potato, and I grated it up and I just put it on his stomach because he was just couldn't fall asleep. He was in so much pain. And I put it all over his stomach and just kind of wrapped it in a towel, and it just cooled it so much. It cooled it, and the potato just hot potato. It drew it out, and so I kept replacing it, and he was just oh, it just brought so much relief to the burn, and he was able to fall asleep, and the next day he just felt so much better. He wasn't in pain, he wasn't complaining about it or anything. So burns are my number one thing that I will use potatoes for. Just a bonus, I always have a little thing of lavender essential oil, and that can actually feel pretty good and healing on small burns and on your finger and stuff in the kitchen. So that's a good one to have around as well. When we were in Oaxaca, Mexico, we were staying in this little RV park, and we had a neighbor who had a little girl, and she had somehow burnt her arm, and they're like, hey, can you do something about this burn? It looks like it's getting infected and we're gonna have to go to the doctor about it. And I was like, no, just put a potato on it. It's such a funny remedy. Not really many people know about it, so it sounds silly, but she put the potato on it. For this one, I didn't grate it. We just did a slice and then taped it on. So yeah, and it took care of it and didn't, the infection didn't turn into anything. It just kind of healed up and went away. So it was great. And it was so nice to have something that is just so easily available all over the place to heal up something and avoid a doctor's trip. Especially because it's just a burn, just a little burn, you know? Okay, let's get into the second thing that I have used potatoes for. When my nephew had called me and he's like, hey, I've had this splinter in the bottom of my foot for, I don't know, it was a week or something. It was really painful, and it wouldn't come out. He couldn't pick it out or get it out at all. It was stuck. It was a stuck splinter, and it really hurt. He's like, do you know anything that I can do about this? And I'm like, hell yeah, put a potato on it. And he's like, okay. Because remember, potatoes are drawing. So when you're thinking through your head, it's okay, what herbs or what things are gonna draw something out? He puts a slice of potato on it and put his sock on and went to bed. And next morning I'm like, hey, what happened at work? And he's like, yeah, it was gone, drew it out, and I woke up with a big black hole there where the splinters. So I was like, yes. That's so awesome. Those 2 experiences definitely went into my Materia Medica, which, if you don't know or haven't been watching this playlist, is a PDF that I created that you can print out and write all of your case studies, your experiences with different herbs into it, so that you don't have to remember all this stuff on the fly. So I definitely wrote those down in there and made this available to you guys for less than a cup of fancy coffee. So check out the link in the description to grab that. And if you haven't checked out the video on how I used potatoes to draw out my husband's blood poisoning, definitely check out that video next, and the rest of this playlist for crazy herbal remedies that I use on the road and beyond. Okay, have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe if you like travel-y, family, herbal-y content.